The definition, monitoring, and maintenance of security governance framework entails a number of tasks for the governing body. So the first task is to appoint a single executive to be ultimately responsible for security governance. His duties include implementing the framework and developing and monitoring an information system strategy and security assurance program. The next task is to decide and communicate to top executives the objectives of security governance framework, including ensuring alignment with overall organization policy and goals, enhancing business value, and adequately managing risks. Definitely, the governing body should ensure the integration of security architecture with the enterprise architecture. Next, the governing body should include a process that enables them to evaluate the operation of the information security strategy to ensure that it aligns with business needs and organization's current risk appetite. Most importantly, the governing body should regularly review the organization's risk appetite and ensure that it is appropriate for the current environment in which the organization operates. Furthermore, they should formally approve the information security strategy, policy, and architecture. A governing body is responsible for ensuring that there is an effective security direction. Typically, the governing body consists of individuals that are ultimately responsible for what the organization does. In a publicly held company, for example, this is the board of directors supplemented by executive managers is the governing body. The Information Security Forum Standards of Good Practice recommends that effective security direction to be provided by a single individual responsible for information security, and him to be supported by a governing body. The single individual is a Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, or an equivalent executive. This individual's responsibilities include implementing an organization's overall objectives and collaborating with other executives, managers, and operations personnel. It also recommends that the governing body include the CISO and have a mission to support the CISO, as well as review the activities that are under the CISO's direction. Other members of the governing body could include the Chief Information Officer, key department heads, and heads of business support functions such as human resources. The governing body assists in coordination of security activities and ensuring that CISO has the resources and authority required to effectively make these changes. In addition, the governing body reports security status and plans to the shareholders. Next, we'll introduce COVID-5, which provides a more elaborate governing body structure, and it is worthwhile for larger organizations to adopt such a structure. So COVID addresses the responsibility of all roles played by employees in the IT governance actions. The COVID responsibility model is formalized through the RACI chart matrix. The RACI represents responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. The responsible component requires that a person doing an activity is expected to deliver or submit the assigned work portion within given deadlines. The accountable component expects a person with decision-making authority to ensure the successful completion of project work. The consulted part entails a stakeholder who should be included in any decision-making or work activity should be consulted prior to the decision or action. This may be a person whose area of responsibility would be affected by the activity, such as business unit manager. Finally, a person who needs to know the decision-making or action should be informed after they occur. Such a person may have a direct concern in the outcome or progress of work. The RACI chart helps avoid several problems, including unclear accountability between individuals or departments, redundancies or work not being accomplished, delays in incomplete work, inadequate communication or coordination, and unclear approval decision-making processes. This table here shows an example of the RACI chart for security governance. It indicates which entity is accountable or responsible for each activity. It is also very important to understand that individuals who are responsible for security governance need to be open to evaluation of their efforts. In a publicly held company, the board of directors generally perform such an evaluation. And in any organization, the auditing function encompasses such an assessment. The article Improved Security Through Information Security Governance reports a useful set of metrics for evaluating security governance. These metrics fall into three categories. The first category is executive management support. This is a critical component for security program success. If top executives exhibit an understanding of security issues and take an active role in promoting security, this influence spreads throughout the firm. Furthermore, stronger executive management security awareness and support promotes a culture of secure practice. The second category is business and information security relationship. An effective security governance program conveys a strong relationship between business goals and information security. When information security is incorporated into the enterprise planning process, employees tend to feel more responsible for security and view security less as an impediment but as an enabler. The last category is information protection. These indicators of security governance effectiveness deal with the pervasiveness and strength of information security mechanisms. These indicators reflect the degree of awareness of information security issues and the level of enterprise-wide preparedness to deal with attacks.